Hello and good afternoon. So we've made it to Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week. My name is Dooley Godot, your meteorologist, and this is Elite Weather Forecasting. And thank you for joining me today as I have the weather forecast for you guys. And we're going to talk in particularly about the severe weather that's going to take place yet again across the Midwest and the central and southern plains. So if you Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas especially, you're going to be hit today with that severe weather and those thunderstorms out there today. And we're going to jump into that in just a moment. But before we do so, I got to let everybody know that to check out and watch these videos, you got to be on YouTube or TikTok. I have a YouTube channel. There is a TikTok channel. And if you're watching on either of those, you feel free to subscribe or follow on TikTok. Leave your likes, comments, all that good stuff. I appreciate the growth that I've been experiencing lately. It's been steady growth. It's not I haven't had the benefit of what do you call it? When a video gets real big of viral videos, but I've been slow but steady, and I appreciate the support and that steady growth. I appreciate that because that makes the channel much more genuine, and it makes the audience it gets me an audience that cares and the audience is participating, engagement. A lot of people who got big channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, they don't interact with the channel and they don't interact with the video. So I like to have what I have going on here. I appreciate y'all. I've reached 700 subscribers on YouTube. I'm almost to 3,500 followers on TikTok. So it's been the last couple of years. It's been a labor of love here. So we're gonna move on with that weather forecast and talk about that severe weather across the plains once again. So one key ingredient in severe thunderstorms is moisture, and you got to have a lot of it to have a good severe thunderstorm. And look at the water vapor in the air around Oklahoma City, Wichita, up through the up through the Midwest. So we see a lot of moisture in the mid and low levels here. This is the water vapor in the air, and you can see that area is drier air, and you can see areas of drier air. So the thunderstorms absorb all of the available moisture and stabilizes the atmosphere and stuff like this. That's stable air. This here is moist, unstable air. So we have a lot of water vapor over that region, and we have high dew points. Look at these dew points in the mid to upper 60s. 72 degree dew point down there around Houston. 66 in Austin. Dallas dew point is 67. 66 in Oklahoma City. 64 in Wichita. So a lot of low-level moisture to work with, and that's going to support the instability. And then, as we have Cape values in this region around 2,000 to 3,000 joule kilograms. So a lot of deep moisture, especially down here. A lot of very deep moisture and a lot of Cape as well. So we have a lot of thunderstorm juice to work with, and we have a dry line here across Oklahoma and Texas. We have a low pressure center, and we have a warm front that's lifting to the north, and that warm front is going to provide showers and non-severe thunderstorms mostly across the upper Midwest today. So if you're in like Illinois, Indiana, and maybe Iowa and Nebraska, you might be seeing some thunderstorms, widely scattered thunderstorms, some isolated severe, but I'm not expecting tornadoes with that activity. The tornado threat is going to be right in this region right here, from Oklahoma City down to Dallas, so up to Wichita. So right in here, where this area of low pressure, this is our trigger. It's that area of low pressure, and that's going to be where we're going to have a lot of wind shear coming in toward the low, and air coming up from the west and southwest behind the low, and that's going to cross paths with each other. That's going to be that wind shear that's going to develop rotating thunderstorms. So we're going to see supercell thunderstorms today. That's going to lead to the potential for some tornadoes I saw yesterday across parts of Kansas and Oklahoma a bunch of smaller tornadoes. I saw a lot of low precipitation supercells producing a lot of stovepipe. I saw a couple of cone tornadoes as well. So a very much weaker tornadoes yesterday as opposed to the big EF3s and EF4s that we saw over the weekend over Nebraska and Iowa. So we did have a fair number of tornadoes yesterday, but they were a little bit weaker. So again, but you're going to see more of those tornadoes today across the central and southern plains. Okay, so we have upper level energy. So we have the strong jet stream with a ridge over the Pacific, trough over the western U.S. with another ridge over the eastern U.S. And that's going to make a nice trough here. Lots of energy is going to dive bomb along the base of the trough. So we're going to see areas of low pressure develop here over the Rockies and eject out into the plains. And we're going to see low after low. As long as that pattern persists, we're going to see these Colorado lows eject out of the plains, across the out of the Rockies into the plains, and across the upper Midwest. Eventually, we're going to see that severe weather affecting Minnesota and Wisconsin and northern Michigan and Canada as well eventually. So get ready for it. It's coming if you live in the northern tier. Okay, so we see that moisture coming up off the Gulf of Mexico through the Central Plains. So Texas, Oklahoma, up through Kansas, lots of dew point moisture and energy through the middle part of this week. And we're going to see that severe thunderstorm threat again through Kansas, Oklahoma, and North Texas today. We're going to see those severe thunderstorms today and again tomorrow. Severe thunderstorms here from East Texas, Oklahoma, through Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, Iowa as well. More severe storms chances will shift a little bit further to the east than what we're going to see today. And then we get to Friday, that severe thunderstorm threat, because that low drops a little bit further to the south and east. So now our trigger is along the Gulf Coast, where we're going to see those severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes and damaging winds and large hail shift down to the Gulf Coast. So East Texas, Louisiana, Southern Arkansas, and Mississippi is going to be the focus for severe weather as we head into your Friday. So severe thunderstorm threat today across the plains. The worst threat is going to be north central, northwestern Texas, western Oklahoma. We're going to see through southern Nebraska, Kansas, and down through southern Texas, down near Houston and San Antonio, where you guys have a 2 and 5 threat for severe weather. So scattered severe thunderstorms is going to be possible across those areas, and that threats today is going to be damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. So we have the potential to see 2-inch diameter hail here over West Texas and western Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas as well. And we're going to see the damaging winds, significant damaging winds of 75 plus miles per hour over northwestern Texas near the Texas Panhandle, and get ready for that. And look at the thunderstorms the models think that we're going to see across Oklahoma and North Texas tonight. So as we get into the 12 a.m. midnight, we're going to see strong thunderstorms from Tulsa down to Wichita Falls and through Dallas. Probably going to be a low-level jet scenario where we're going to see overnight thunderstorms that persist through the night, and those don't begin to dissipate till the morning hours when the sun comes up and the mixed layer begins to get more active, and those thunderstorms begin to dissipate in the daytime, so we can see overnight thunderstorms across the plains. And we're going to see that again. I think these maps are backwards here. This map should have been first, but around 8 o'clock, look at the severe thunderstorms. You're going to see those from west of Tulsa through Oklahoma City, Wichita Falls down to Abilene and through Odessa and Midland, Texas, out there, Fort Stockton, North Central Texas, the cattle country down here. We're going to see those severe thunderstorms tonight, so they're going to create a lot of ruckus. And those nocturnal thunderstorms that are driven by that low-level jet tend to produce copious amounts of rainfall, so flash flooding, some very heavy rain and hail is going to be likely tonight with those severe thunderstorms, and large tornadoes is also going to be possible, where we could see EF2 tornadoes again, as we have a what's called a mesoscale convective system that's going to develop down across that region tonight. Again, Thursday, we're going to see those thunderstorms shift a little bit to the east. So Tulsa in the morning, early morning, about 6 a.m., you're going to see those thunderstorms tomorrow coming through the Tulsa area, then down across McAllister, Oklahoma, into Texarkana. So it was going to start to move towards Arkansas and maybe even towards later in the morning. If they can hold together, that's always the question, is that can they hold together? And if they hold together, we might see Springfield, Missouri, or Branson, Missouri might see those thunderstorms. So the I-44 corridor might see those severe thunderstorms working from Wichita Falls, Lubbock, and Oklahoma City, and Tulsa, into maybe Kansas City, and eventually St. Louis. We're going to see some storms north of St. Louis there over in Illinois. So south of Chicago, maybe towards Gary, Normal, Illinois, Kankakee, what's the name? What starts with a P, the other city. My wife used to live there in Illinois. What's the name of the damn town? About 180,000 people. Starts with a P. Goddamn. My mind shut out. I can't remember the name of that city in Illinois there. My wife, I'm going to remember it before the end of the video. I goddamn sure. I better. So, heavy rain tonight is going to lead to some flash flooding. So, flash flooding is going to be a 3 out of 4. So, that's going to be a pretty significant risk for severe flooding down across central Texas. So, north of Houston, all the way up to Dallas, we're going to see heavy rain from thunderstorms that's going to lead to some flash flooding of the fields out there. Some of the cow pastures is going to have to worry about flooding taking place. And we're going to see that heavy rain where some areas can pick up as much as 3 to 5 inches of rain in East Texas. Heavy rain is going to continue on your Thursday from the upper Midwest, Wisconsin, upper Michigan, Minnesota, all the way down to the Gulf Coast and the Texas-Mexico border. That heavy rain is going to persist. And again, on Friday, the predominant of that heavy rain shifts a little bit to the east and south. That heavy rain will shift south to the Gulf of Mexico. So the Bayou, Louisiana. So if you are in Monroe, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, if you are in the alligator territory down here in the Cajun or Creole, my folks is Creole, and you have to watch out for this area. So anyway, so a lot of heavy rain and flooding is going to be, it only takes like an inch of rain for it to flood in New Orleans. So get ready for that, folks. And that's your weather forecast for today. Mr. G signing off. Thank you guys for watching me today. Happy Wednesday. Be safe out there if you're in the southern plains, because that severe weather will be coming at you once again today. So have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow about midday once again. And leave your likes, comments, and subscribe. Help a brother out. I ain't asking for no money. I'm just asking you to hit the little I like the video button. Leave a comment. Say, Mr. G, you ugly. Get off my channel. Or whatever you got to say. And subscribe and follow the channel. This is good quality stuff here. So, thank you, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.